The Aston Martin Vulcan X-Mach stood alone in the pristine studio, its presence filling the silence with a kind of raw authority that needed no voice. Under the carefully crafted cinematic lighting, the glossy obsidian dark black paint glistened like liquid metal, absorbing shadows and reflecting edges of light with a hypnotic allure. Every curve, every crease, and every muscular detail seemed carved by precision and intent, as though the car had been born from both wind and fire. It was not just a machine, but a living statement of power, elegance, and dominance, a vision of the future sculpted in steel, carbon fiber, and glass. From the straight front view, its aggression was undeniable. The wide stance anchored it to the ground as if it had roots in the very floor. The sharp LED headlights blazed like a predator's eyes, cutting through the air with a gaze that dared the world to move closer. The sculpted hood, with its deep vents, rose like the chest of a beast inhaling before unleashing its roar. The chrome-black mesh grille dominated the face, blending menace with beauty in perfect harmony. This was not just design, it was intimidation wrapped in artistry. Shifting to the side, the X-Mach's profile told a different story, one that combined grace with ruthless performance. The diamond-cut alloy rims wrapped in low-profile tires looked ready to slice through the road. The flared fenders stretched outward like the muscles of an athlete in peak form, their power contained but always threatening to explode into motion. The shoulder line swept across the body like a blade, sharp and unyielding, guiding the eye toward the aerodynamic rear. Carbon fiber skirts hinted at the engineering hidden within, while the panoramic tinted glass roof seemed to stretch the cabin into infinity, adding both mystery and elegance. It was futuristic, yet grounded in the traditions of Aston Martin's heritage. From the three-quarter tilt at the front, the car's presence became even more magnetic. Here, angles and curves danced together under the lights, creating an interplay of shadows that shifted with every step around it. The headlights glared with greater intensity, the grille commanded more dominance, and the hood vents carved depth into its muscular chest. The obsidian black finish revealed metallic highlights that glowed softly, like embers beneath the surface of a flame. This was the Vulcan X-Mach at its most alluring, a predator crouched before the strike, a masterpiece poised on the brink of chaos and elegance. Yet the true drama unfolded when seen from the rear three-quarter tilt. The wide rear arches expanded like wings of a fighter jet, enclosing wheels that looked forged for speed and brutality. The razor-thin LED tail lights stretched across the back with futuristic precision, their glow searing into the studio silence. Beneath them, the carbon fiber diffuser dominated the lower section, framing dual chrome-black exhausts that promised thunder at the push of ignition. The panoramic roof melted seamlessly into the rear glass, creating a silhouette that fused aggression with artistry. The Vulcan X-Mach was not simply a car from behind, it was a vision of what speed would look like in the era of raw beauty. Up close, the wheels themselves told a story of obsession. Diamond-cut alloy rims sparkled under the cinematic lights, their sharp edges reflecting glimmers of brilliance. The ventilated carbon ceramic discs sat proudly behind them, each marked by bold red calipers etched with Aston Martin's signature. They were not just functional components but declarations of performance, symbols that every detail had been crafted with intent. The flared arches framed the wheels like muscle frames bone, emphasizing strength, stability, and readiness for war with the road. Inside, the story shifted from menace to mastery. The cockpit was a sanctuary of both luxury and futuristic technology. A carbon fiber dashboard stretched forward, sculpted with lines that mirrored the aerodynamic aggression outside. The flat-bottomed steering wheel, wrapped in black leather and stitched with precision, felt like a weapon in the hands of a driver. Integrated controls shimmered with subtle backlighting, while the fully digital driver display glowed with razor-sharp graphics, relaying speed, performance data, and precision metrics in real time. The holographic heads-up display projected futuristic readouts onto the tinted windshield, merging technology with vision. The center console, finished in glossy carbon fiber, housed touch-sensitive controls that responded to the lightest gestures, while ambient blue LED strips ran through the cabin like veins of energy. The leather sport seats, embroidered with diamond stitching, offered both elegance and command, holding the driver like armor crafted for battle. Above, the panoramic tinted roof bathed the interior in cinematic light, a final reminder that power and beauty had merged seamlessly. From the straight-back view, the Vulcan X-Mach stood like a titan. Its stance was flat, wide, and commanding, a wall of muscle sculpted in artistry. The razor-thin LED tail lights glowed like a signature in the dark, while the dual exhausts promised fury restrained only by silence. The carbon fiber diffuser spread across the lower edge like armor, channeling not just aerodynamics